Both the men and women's title matches at All In seem to be set. We talk about that and a pretty awesome episode of Dynamite and Collision that happened this week. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Elite City Podcast. It is not just me today. We have our friend returning. Hello, Jay.
Hi.
You haven't been here in a while.
I haven't.
We missed you.
I know. I missed being here. Life got crazy.
How have you been doing?
Good. Life got a little crazy, but I watched wrestling this week. And
I watched wrestling this week.
I want to talk about it.
Exciting. What do you want to talk about?
Mostly,
that sounded like Cody and it pissed me off. Sorry.
Well, I'll make it better. I want to talk about the women.
Okay. If you're talking about Mercedes and Willow, I thought that whole segment was awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. So my takeaway from it was, Willow, how dare you make me cry, first of all? Because, wow, that was one for the emotions there.
Yeah.
She was, you talk about somebody who deserved it. The crowd did not disappoint. Also, Wednesday night Detroit was just awesome. You think about somebody who's been with setback after setback after setback, and she's been so close how many times to reach for a title, for this title, and finally, like, it's in her hands. You know, like, it's just such a good underdog story.
I've always thought that Willow could be like not John Cena, but like the super face that like the kids love and the adults still like because they respect because she's good in the ring, and like she's such a good person. I mean, I don't know her, but she seems like such a good person.
She's very bubbly. I know they were talking commentary about that.
Genuine, and she seems genuine, like she's actually who she is. And I love her story. I love her. Like, she's good on the mic. She's a great wrestler. Like, she just makes you happy.
Yeah, I know they were joking like, oh, she's too smiley and whatever, and I don't trust her because she's too bubbly and happy. And I even love, like, they started chanting for her mom on TV, and she was like, yeah, give it up for Jill.
And the crowd was awesome. The crowd was so good.
Yes, the crowd
was
awesome. So good. I loved second of all, Mercedes' outfit. I mean, she just kills it every time she's out there.
Her coming out with like whatever that dragging behind her, and then she got stuck in like the streamers.
In the streamers.
That was so good.
I'm surprised she didn't get stuck in the ring trying to get in. I saw somebody.
I don't know if they did it on purpose, like have her get stuck, but it was great.
It was perfect. It kind of like gave it that like campy kind of like cartoonish humor. Like, I saw something online that said she definitely killed a Muppet that she was wearing, which, I mean, fits. Yeah, she always looks great, but I feel like she's gotten so good on the mic anymore too, even especially as a heel. Like,
as a heel for sure. Yeah.
As a heel, she's so good. I liked it. I think the crowd started to get to her a little bit too. Like, 'cause you could see she was getting frustrated. Like, she was trying to do
it was loud.
Yeah, it was loud. But
and I feel like she's good on the mic, but she's not like a natural. So she probably had like memorized what she was going to say.
Yeah, exactly.
And then as soon as the crowd started like getting on her, then that threw her off a little bit. And like but it looked good. Like, it felt good. It felt it should have done that. She
looked a little like her jimmies were rustled, you know.
Yeah.
She was great. And then to have the tag team come out and, you know, gang up on Willow's, you know, which. Not really a complaint for this so much. I mean, we don't have to have this at every single ringside thing.
It does happen a lot.
It happens a lot. But I feel like in this one, it was all right. It was such a cool segment. I feel like that was half the reason we ran over on time at the end of the night, which was fine because it was Willow and it was cool, and it was just such a cool moment to see her like so happy. Like, she was legitimately crying. I just was like, oh, that, you know, made me cry.
It's fun because it seems like the original, she was originally supposed to be in the Owen, and then she got hurt. It seems like the original plan was for her to win the Owen and then Mercedes to be the champion, and then the story was going to be Willow had to beat Mercedes for the belt. It seems like that was the plan, but that couldn't happen because Willow got hurt, so they kind of switched their roles to have the same match at All In. But this actually works a little bit better, I think, because Willow won the belt. It was a good moment. You know, she beat Tekla, who I thought was a great champion. But then Willow, when they had that match on the pay-per-view, I don't think you watched it, but they had that match on the pay-per-view, and I kind of thought Tekla. I thought, oh, maybe there's going to do like a double DQ finish or something, and both of them will go on to All In.
A lot of times there's not clean finishes, and it just kind of rolls into something else.
Yeah. But then, so I was hoping for that to happen because Tekla's been great too. And then Willow won, and my first instinct was I kind of hope Willow doesn't win because I want her to win at All In, with the the big crowd and everything. I thought. But then she won, and she was just so happy, and the crowd was just so happy. It just makes you happy. Like, it makes you be like, yeah, she just like, it just makes you feel good.
It's a very feel good story. Like I said, just because she had so many setbacks in her injury and just, it's such a feel good story. And I hope they keep that momentum, going towards All In and everything. And
Mercedes is the perfect heel to go against her because Willow is like the underdog. No one expected her to be there. No one really knew who she was until AEW. Like, she kind of showed up out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
And then Mercedes is like world renowned, right? Everyone knows who she is.
She's very cocky. She's very headstrong. She's very up her own butt. I love her. But yeah, it's such a perfect matchup because
and she came in as like, oh, we have a whole special show just for Mercedes because she's such a big star.
Yep.
Whereas like Willow just showed up on TV one day, like no one knew who she was. Like,
exactly.
It's such a good contrast between the two of them.
Exactly. I got to see her at Enjoy once, and that was pretty cool. It was very cool. She's a great wrestler. Like, she just really is. She's so good at what she does.
Yeah. I think that match is going to be awesome.
Oh, it's going to be great.
They had a match a couple times. They've wrestled a couple times, and they've always been good, except for the time Mercedes got hurt.
Yeah. As long as Mercedes is like flopping 6 times in the ring like a rag doll as she does.
Mercedes looks like she dies every single time she gets hit. Like, I love it. I think it's great.
The way she sells it is my favorite. She's like, what? Her arms are like flailing and she flops all over. I love it. She's like a doll.
Willow, I don't think she was doing it last time they wrestled each other, but Willow does like a pounce now, like a tackle. I don't think she was doing that the last time she faced Mercedes. I want to see Mercedes take it because I feel like she'll fly across the ring and like twist in half. And like,
she'll make it look like she died. She's so good at selling it.
Now I'm used to it, but when she was in WWE, when she first like got big, and I'd watch, I would legitimately think she got hurt half the time.
Yeah,
because she sells so well,
and she yells too when she does it because she's like, she sounds like she gets injured.
Yeah, and I mean she's pretty small, right? So it's believable that she would get hurt in the ring. So yeah, she's great. That's gonna be an incredible match.
Really great match, I think.
And then we had our other big match, also a big promo. Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay had their promo, and I think that some people might be annoyed by this storyline, but I thought it was great.
I like it. I like it a lot. And one of the things I noticed watching, because the camera was so close on their faces, I really I always joke, Kenny did a lot of work in Japan, and he's, likes anime and video games and stuff. I noticed the more he got, he's very passionate about this in the way he spoke to Will, and you can hear the passion in his heart and his voice. It's what he believes. Kenny's always been a fight for what I believe in kind of guy. Right. And I noticed as he's holding the microphone, his hand started to tremble. He's so good at creating this character that on screen you would think is in a movie. You know what I mean? The level that he brings to that and the emotion that he brings.
He's not a guy who's lights out on promos. You wouldn't put him in there with top promo guys. I wouldn't, at least. But he does seem he has a character that seems believable.
So believable. And I think it's because he speaks so passionately, and he's just like I said, I fight for what I believe in, and it works for him. It really does. And Will's getting better. I have to say, Will is getting a lot better too.
In the last year or so, he's kind of established his character as kind of a it's going to sound bad, but kind of a dumb little guy who's
himbo.
He's over enthusiastic. He's not the brightest. He's just super enthusiastic, gets too over the top with his enthusiasm, and but it works. It works for him.
Yeah.
Again, he's not another guy who's great at promos. He's
correct,
not
but he's gotten better.
He's
gotten better. I really enjoyed how Kenny kind of went the teacher approach, I feel with in his, kindergarten, and the way he said it's show and tell. I showed you, and then I showed you. Now I'm going to tell you.
Here's my mini rant about this. First of all, I don't understand why people were confused by what happened at the pay-per-view, because I didn't think it was confusing at all. Will wanted to, Will had the Death Riders on his side because they were going to help him get the title that he always wanted. And he
correct.
was on there. Sure. Okay. That makes sense. then he realized, oh wait, he's not going to go that far. He's not going to like break someone's neck.
Right, because the Death Riders are a little too much, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So at that point, he realized like, oh wait, I want to win the title, but I don't want to like kill this guy. Like, that's not what I want to do. So he decided, to stop, leave them, break up with them, essentially. And then, Kenny woke up, and Kenny's right. Like, Kenny saw him with a plastic bag in his hands. Like,
he's like, I waited and I waited, and you never
you thought about it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that was so well done.
People took it as, oh, Kenny turned heel on him. I don't think he did. I just think
Kenny has always been sassy. He's always been sassy.
And like, from Kenny's point of view, I love when on the show he was like, there seems to be a misunderstanding, so I'm going to explain myself. I feel like that was kind of a shot at the audience.
The crowd. Yes.
To be like, you don't understand what's happening here. I'm not a heel. I just thought this guy was trying to kill me, and I don't like that.
Right. It doesn't always because it doesn't always, like Blasco said to us the other day, like it doesn't always have to be a black and white heel versus face. There's a lot of gray with it and within AEW, and with any great story too, there's not always a defined hero and a defined villain. So there's got to be some muddy water sometimes. And this is a perfect example of that.
And even when there is, the heel doesn't have to be 100% bad.
Right.
And the face doesn't have to be 100% good. Right. Like I think it was Mick Foley who said that before, that if you're a heel, you have to believe the things that you're saying, which I think John Moxley gets really well. Like, he's clearly a heel. But you can tell John Moxley, the character, believes the stuff that he's saying. He's not just being bad for the sake of being bad. He legitimately believes it. Character-wise.
Yes.
And I think Will and Kenny had the same sort of thing where, like, Kenny's like, I don't hate you. And Will's like, I don't hate you either, but I want your title. And Kenny's like, yes, but you also sided with the guys who tried to kill me.
Right.
So, like,
it was so good.
I don't like that.
And shout out to my best friend in the crowd who happened to be, like, kind of behind ICP that was there, and the camera kind of stopped. It's so hard for the camera to ever hold still, but I noticed, like, right after Kenny slapped Will across the face, the entire crowd in the shot of the camera was shocked, like gasping, like, oh, I can't believe this just happened. And I saw her face looked like, do it again, Kenny. It was like the best part of the night for me. So shout out to my friend there being at that was show.
Actually really good, because again, that's a point where they're both kind of correct. Will's correct, being like, hey, why are you mad at me? I didn't side with the Death Riders. I ultimately decided not to, try to injure you. And Kenny's like, yeah, but you thought about it. So, like, they're both kind of correct. Will's like, why are you mad at me? I didn't do anything wrong, which he didn't.
No.
But then Kenny's like, yeah, but you could have, and you thought about like, doing it.
Kenny's like, and Kenny pointed that out when he said, I waited for you to pull the chair off my neck, and I didn't, and you never did.
I had to do it myself.
I had to do it myself. Like, where were you? That was just such a well done promo. I really liked that. I didn't like how late the show ran, but I mean, I don't mind getting extra wrestling, but I feel like by the time that last trios match ended, like, nobody was into it.
AEW has a problem with that, especially with the pay-per-views, which I understand the pay-per-view. Like, I've taken to watching the pay-per-views over 2 days because they're like 5 hours long. And like, I'm not like, so I'll watch them over 2 days. Half the time I watch Dynamite over 2 days, because it's like 2.5 hours long. And it's, I'm old.
I don't mind it, except for, like I said, that one last commercial break they got to squeeze in after 10 p.m. Like, come on, it's already after 10. Now you're just making it longer. Like,
and the problem is, like, they've done it a couple times, like they did on this show. And there was a title change, so I understand why it was the main event.
Yes,
but I don't care about the trios titles. No offense to the wrestlers in the ring, and they're all great wrestlers, but I don't care about the
lot of titles, like, I don't care. In this company. There's like
just like I don't really care about the Continental title. Like, I don't. It's sorry.
There's a lot. Tony, you can just buy validation with money. You have enough of it. Buy your own belt. I just.
So it is hard when, like, the show's already been on for. That's happened at a pay-per-view like a couple months ago. I don't remember which one it was, but it was a few pay-per-views ago. And I remember I was talking to Blasco about it, and it had already been on. It was like 11:15 or something. Like, it had been on for a while, and then I forgot that there was still 2 matches left. I thought it was going to be the main event.
Oh.
And the trios title happened, and I was just like, I do not care about. It's 11:15.
Let's go. Yeah,
I think it was like Hangman and somebody, like, I just want to see Hangman. I don't want 20 minutes of a trios title match. I'm sorry.
Let's go. Keep it moving. Yeah, it just sometimes it can be a bit too much. It's just especially we have these really long like after match promos backstage. Like,
yeah, and you're right. Don't take a commercial break at 10, because there are fans who will turn on at 10 and the show's over and they'll be like, oh, the show's done, and they'll turn it away.
Yeah. Right? It was literally like right as 10 o'clock hit, they were like, oh, Kenny Omega's still going to address the crowd, and it like went to commercial, and I was like, really? Like, it's after 10.
That's a bad time to take a commercial break. For sure.
I mean, I don't want to make it about like my beef with the show from Wednesday night, because it was a great show overall.
And I never want to sound like I complain about too much AEW, because it's generally good. Like, I genuinely enjoy it.
Yeah, I know this was a fun show to watch, especially
it was a really fun show to watch.
The women and Kenny and Will were great. I did like too at the beginning. I know I say there's a lot too much backstage, but I did enjoy at the opening of the show how it showed Will with the Death Riders, and they kind of were like trying to intimidate him, and you could see Will's like uncertainty, like, do I really want to do this? Like, it kind of played into that story really well, I think.
I loved that. That was good, because you were like, Will was like, oh, do I really want to go up against these guys? Not only are they scary, but they were my friend. They were on my side.
Mm-hmm.
Then Daniel Garcia just walks out being obnoxious, and Will just slugged him. Like, that was hilarious.
Can I also mention, I don't like half fluffy dry pack at all. I need wet pack at all times. It's still odd
to me. It's still also his ring. He wears like a singlet now. I'm not a fan.
No.
It's weird. But those two matches that we talked about, the women's title and the men's title, like both these groups of people have wrestled each other on big matches before, Willow and Mercedes and Kenny and Will, but they were both so good when they've wrestled before that like I'm not even annoyed at that.
No, like, it's like, oh, hey, cool, I get more. It's like saying like, hey, I like chocolate. Oh, I get more chocolate. That's great. Right. So, like
I was at the Forbidden Door show where Kenny and Will Ospreay had that match that long, like it was like 40 minutes or something. That was the best thing I've ever seen. Like, it was so good. And if this match is anything like that, it's going to be incredible.
Now I know the Death Riders are barred from ringside, correct?
Yeah.
Is that how it's going to be? Do you really think that's going to be the case, or do you think?
I do want to see what happens with that, because there's a part of me that thinks Mox is going to be like, fine, you want to be on your own? Fine, be on your own. Go ahead, screw up on your own, and just like leave him.
Yeah.
But then there's another part of me that's going to be like, oh, you didn't trust us. Now we're going to mess this up for you. So I don't know.
Right. Because it could go either way. I could really see it going either way. I was curious about that, how you thought that was going to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do, but Mox is weird, because Mox goes through long periods where sometimes he's like too serious and too big boss menacing, and to the point where I'm just like, you don't have to be this serious all the time, Mox. It's fine.
Oh my God, and he's so funny too.
And he is funny.
He is funny. I just wish he'd be funny, like him as a comedy.
Yeah,
it would be so funny.
Just on occasion, you don't always have to be like the hardest.
And it doesn't have to be like stupid stuff like they did with him in WWE.
Right.
I mean, it could be. I mean, he has such a great sense of humor, and he can sell like goofy stuff really well. I would love to see him.
I do think WWE scarred him though, where now he's like, I'll never be funny on TV again.
I think what it was the match, the Raw I went to. I can't remember what was going on, but they made him get vaccinated.
Oh yeah, he thought the crowd smelled or something.
The crowd was smelly. It was literally it was that Raw I was at. It was his very last Raw. And they made him pull down his pants and gave him a shot in the butt or something. And I feel like that's just scarred him.
Yeah, now we just like, I can never be funny on television.
Yeah,
ever
yeah, and he can just. He's got a very like dry sense of humor too when he does it. So, like, it's funny when he does it. I just wish he would.
But anyway. Like, he does those two periods where sometimes it's too much, Mox. But then sometimes he's just so good that you're just like, oh, that it all made it worth it.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be good. All In's going to be good. Dynamite was great. That was one of the best Dynamite.
Yeah,
not necessarily ring wise, because I mean matches are always good, but character wise, storyline wise,
it was a very, very fun watch. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it a lot.
And the crowd was fun. The crowd was great. I love that they had ICP there to hype up the crowd, because Yeah,
and then the next night, we won't go too much because we're gonna end soon. But the next night, Motor City Machine Guns debuted. Great. That was fun. That was good.
Tag team. Great tag team.
That was a little weird to me, because they weren't with AEW. They were with New Japan, and they wrestled a match in AEW, and then AEW like offered them a contract, and then they went to WWE, which I don't blame them. Right, WWE is the big show. It's the big everyone wants to try their shot at WWE. I get it. I totally understand that. But now they're like, oh, this is home where we should have always been. And a part of me is like, yeah, but you could have been here 2 years ago.
Yeah, and that is the thing. It does feel kind of like they've always belonged. So
it does feel like they've always belonged. Like them going to WWE never made sense to me. Like, first of all, their style doesn't fit in there, and WWE does not care about tag teams at all.
No, just where tag teams go to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that they're there. I can't wait till whatever New Day is going to be called.
Oh God, I'm so excited for that.
That video that they posted was so good.
The video, like I said, that little bit, the unicorn, you could tell was supposed to be E. I started crying. I was like, no, they're friends.
The pure injured unicorn that they were leaving behind. Yeah.
I was like, no, it just, the nod and they just rode off. It was so cool. I was really hyped up by that. I'm excited.
I'm really excited for them. I think the next month or so leading into All In is going to be some pretty great TV.
Yeah. They're fun. I can't wait.
And it made you come back.
Yeah.
So you got that.
Yeah. I was coming back for who knows what. And then I got a surprise of Willow and Mercedes. And I just like, yeah, okay, I'll watch tonight. And here we are.
There you go. Good times. Well, we're on social media all over except for the bad one at Elite City Pod. So message us, follow us, like, share, subscribe. Hit the button, ding, all that good stuff.
Smash that bell.
Exactly. Smash the bell. Do that too.
Hate that. I'm sorry.
And unless you have anything else to say.
Nope.
All right. Well, that's been another week for us. We'll hopefully be back next week.
I'll do my best.
There you go. Yeah. And we'll see you next week. Later.
Bye.